Evaluation of a Sample Organization Improvement Plan. Catherine Mead, Manorville, New York. The one-page Organizational Improvement Plan for XYZ High School provides a sketch for a possible plan addressing a communication issue there. The issue was revealed through analysis of data compiled by a short survey of stockholders. Stockholders are identified here as teachers, staff, and partner organizations. Using a 20-point rubric that examines 10 different facets of a leadership plan, the Continuous Improvement Plan for XYZ High School is rated at a score of 10.3. If we begin with the premise that organizations and schools as learning organizations are perpetually in need of improvement, it is also true that evaluation is necessary to determine areas in need. Those areas, as illuminated by data collected from within, then drive the creation and implementation of a plan to improve. In the XYZ High School, their plan identifies the general purpose for improving as leadership and organizational culture, and elaborates by identifying that the specific area in need is simply communication. This plan does identify the area that the school feels represents the greatest need within the organization as communication, and a brief look at the survey shows that the data supports this assessment. No further elaboration or data is presented here, though, to fully explain the reasons why improving communication is defined as the primary area to be addressed. In fact, when assessing the supporting research category on the evaluation rubric, this plan scores 0 out of 2 points. There is no supporting research presented in this document. In addition, under the heading of organizational culture, the plan simply repeats that communication is the problem to be addressed and that organizational culture had been previously evaluated. The questions arise then: what was determined when the organizational culture was evaluated? Which stakeholders believed communication was the greatest need, and why? Organizing and evaluating the data in different ways helps to paint a better picture for leaders who are looking for improvement. It's important to know how data can be manipulated to prioritize it into a plan of action. In this case, questions are left unanswered. The answers to those questions dictate the critical next steps. Without a clear vision or purpose for change, it's difficult to develop a plan. Though the category of goal is written into this document, this section of the document merely repeats the identified area as communication and does not elaborate. Rather than a list of goals, as is suggested by the rubric, this plan names communication as the only goal. So in this category, the plan earned a score point of 1.5. The sketch of an improvement plan is within this document anyway, however, and it's listed under the category of action plan. An action plan for a learning organization takes extensive research, planning, and partnering with stakeholders. In this case, the plan is limited and in some ways even vague. Also, this plan enumerates the 3 improvement suggestions 1 through 3 as steps, implying that one step will lead to the next and then the next. However, the connection is not made within the document how this will actually be. It is unclear that following the 3 steps in this plan could improve communication at all. To implement the plan, a committee of stakeholders is advisable, but in this case, one person chosen by administration is listed who will be the committee chair, and it is unclear if that one person will actually represent the entire committee, or if that one person will then choose others to work on the committee as well. In addition, under this heading, there is an absence of explanation, so it isn't clear why a committee chair will be chosen by administration, or what the administration will be looking for when considering candidates for the position. By leaving this position open at the time the document was completed, the message is conveyed that there is little importance placed on the person or the committee who will be charged with rolling out the plan. In the rubric category of listing committee members, this plan scored a 0. According to their action plan as outlined in the improvement plan, this organization strives to improve communication over the next 12 months with monitoring twice during the year. Self reflection is a key part of continuous improvement. Without further surveying, how will XYZ High School determine if they have been successful at improving communication in their organization? In the self evaluation plan category on the rubric, this document earned 0 points. There's no section specifically explaining a reflective piece to this plan. The writing contained within this skeletal plan is adequate. There are no serious errors in the mechanics of writing or in APA style. It is organized and easy to read, even if the content is failing to meet the needs of those who would be using it to make improvements. The omissions and redundancies make this plan difficult to implement and difficult to see as useful. Without a clear plan for the future, backed up by research that is thoroughly explained, the plan isn't actually a plan at all, and it is unlikely to have the result of making change. Following this rubric, with a possible perfect score of 20, this improvement plan scores a 10.3. This plan is a bare bones outline of a plan that could serve as a beginning to a more developed idea. With further data analysis and stakeholder input, a more detailed plan could be written. Overall, this plan feels like unfinished work. Collecting the data and identifying the need to improve communication is a good beginning that, when expounded on, could bring the change that XYZ High School needs.